everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to come to you and share with you my experience with purchasing a car from Carvana. So I have talked about in maybe about 2 or 3 videos about the current car repairs and issues I've been having with my car. I did purchase this car off of Carvana. Now before y'all start going in on me, yeah, I should have read the reviews. I admit I should have done that, but I did not. And I was kind of, when I purchased this car, I was thinking more along the positive side. I was trying to be positive about it. I thought if I chose a car that had low mileage on it, didn't have any significant, issues with it that I could see. I did look at the Carfax on it. It did not have any car accidents or things like that. No damage that I could physically see with my eyes. So I thought I was erring on the side of caution, which I don't care, where you purchase a car from, be it your local car dealer or an online dealer, you still have to be very vigilant and very careful when you buy a used car or any car at that. Before I hop into my experience, there is a YouTuber who purchased a car brand new from Mercedes. She was the first and only owner of this vehicle, and the car just would not start. Brand new car, no miles, new owner, and it wouldn't start. So I just say that to say, before you start judging, it can happen to even a brand new expensive car like a Mercedes. So there it is. But my car is a total lemon, y'all. It is a lemon. From day one, I had issues with this car. Well, not literally day one, but very early on, I had issues with this car, and I should have taken it back, but I didn't, and let me tell you why. So, I purchased a 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan from Carvana. Okay, so after I closed on my home, the very same day I closed on my home, I got approved for a car loan through Navy Federal. They gave me $22,000. I wanted a new car just because, like I said, I bought a new home. I was stepping into a new chapter of my life, so I just wanted me a new car. So I had a 2017 Dodge Journey. The Journey, I had a couple things fixed on the Journey, like it needed a new alternator, but that was about 3 years into purchasing the car. But at the time of trading my car in, I did not have anything wrong with that car. It had about 64,000 miles on it, which is pretty good for a 2017, and I was trading it in 2023. I work from home, so I don't have to drive my car a whole lot like most people. Where we live, everything is like right here. So I don't typically have to go a far distance. Anyway, so I don't put a lot of miles on my car, is the moral of the story. So I traded that in. I looked online. I traded the Dodge into Carvana. So basically, before I did all that, I looked online on Carvana to see what type of car I wanted. I looked at CarMax as well. Wasn't really finding anything that I wanted that had low miles on it. That was an SUV, because now I'm in my SUV era. So I was going to trade one SUV for another one. That's just what I wanted. I wanted a luxury car, so I was looking at brands like Volvo, Volkswagen, Mercedes, BMW, all of the higher, end cars is what I was looking at. Across the Volkswagen Tiguan on Carvana. It had 36,000 miles on it, 33,000 miles on it. It has 36 now that I've had it for a little over a year, but it had 33,000 miles on it. It looked good. The body of it looked perfect. The tires, everything just looked good on this car. So I decided to go ahead and move forward with this car. It was... The price on that car was, I cannot remember exactly. Maybe it was about $18,000, something like that. And then, I had to trade in my Dodge, which I did have a balance on that loan on the Dodge. So we had to factor that in. Then with, taxes and everything, I think the total amount came out to be right at about the 22,000 that I was approved for. So I was like, okay, cool, perfect, is in my budget. I'm good to go. I didn't have to put down any type of down payment, nothing. Just traded that car in. They added whatever was left on the Dodge, went to the back of the loan on this Tiguan. Good. So scheduled for the car to be delivered. That was an issue because the delivery lady called me the day of saying that there was some issues. She was running behind. She wasn't going to be able to get to me. I was already kind of hesitant about the car. So I was like, you know, she's running behind. She may not get to me today. You know, I was, despite being kind of still a little apprehensive about it, I was kind of excited just to get my new car. So she said I could meet her over at the office. The office is in a neighboring town, and I could meet her there at such and such time, and then I'll be able to get my car on the scheduled day instead of waiting on them to deliver maybe the next day. I said, okay, cool. The neighboring town is like 30 minutes drive. I can do that. So me and the kids, after I got off from work, we met the lady out there. Now, this is where, you know, normally if you go to a car dealership, you have a chance to really take the car out, you know, drive it around, see how it feels, things like that. When I got there, she did say, okay, you can, you know, go for a drive in the car while she checked out my car. And when I say checked out my car, all she did was hop into my Dodge Journey just to confirm that the mileage was adding up to what, you know, I said it was. They just had to check that out. All right, y'all. So getting back into the story, I had to stop recording for a minute. So I hope this flows like it should. But I think I was on a part where I was picking up the car. So there is not an actual, you know, mechanic or anybody that inspects your car that you are trading in. When I got to the spot to pick up my car, their local office, the driver that delivers the car, it was a woman. She hopped into my car, just confirmed that my mileage was, you know, what I said, and that was it. So if they're doing that with every car, just know that there is a chance. They hopped into the car that you are getting. They just wrote down the mileage. Nothing else is checked initially, and then they just swap the cars. So after she did that, we went inside. I signed the paperwork for the new car and then signed over my old car and everything to them. And that was basically it. It took about 5 minutes. She did let me know I have a warranty on my car with Silver Rock. It is good for up to, I think, 75,000 miles or 3 years, whichever I reach first. Like I said, I do not drive my cars a lot. So I would probably reach the 3-year mark before I hit 75,000 miles on my car. It's going to take a long time to get that many miles on my car. So she did let me know that I had 7 days to bring that car back, and then I could probably choose something else. I would not be able to get my car that I traded in back, but I would be able to get something else. Now, I did take the Tiguan. I don't know if I mentioned this part. I did have a chance to drive the Tiguan. Like, I took it up the road, and then I came back in it, and it felt good to me. It felt fine. I didn't see any issue just driving it for that short period of time. There were no lights or anything on the dash, nothing alarming to me. So cool. I drove it back to the office. And then that's when we went inside and signed the paperwork. I was a little scared when she said that I had 7 days to bring that car back, but I couldn't get my car back because I'm like, oh my God, I want to get my old car back. But I went ahead with it, y'all, and I took the car. Drove the car home. The next day, that probably was a Wednesday or Thursday I did that. The next day, I noticed that there was oil in my driveway. Now, I know it didn't come from my previous car because I had no issues with that car before I traded it in. It had to be. It was fresh. It had to be from this Tiguan. So I was trying to figure out what I needed to do. Should I just give the car back? I called a warranty place just to find out about that. And they were saying, yeah, you can just take it to one of our, one of our partners and you can have it checked out for free as long as it's in network. Out of network, it would be $200. In network was $0. So I was like, okay, well, I'm working. Maybe I'll just take it Saturday, because I believe I had till that Tuesday at 5 to drop that car back off if I wanted to get rid of it. So I took it to Precision Tune because they are close to my house. Like that Saturday morning, I took it to Precision. They are on the list. They do partner with Silver Rock, the warranty company. So I took it there. So they checked the whole car out. Everything is good on this car. It got low miles on it. You got a good deal on this car. The only thing we saw wrong with it was the oil cap. Like, they didn't put the correct size oil cap in, so that's why it was leaking. I believe that is exactly what they told me. So they fixed that. I didn't pay anything. I was on my way. I was happy. Car riding good. Everything cool. Get back home, checked it overnight from sitting in the driveway. No oil. So I thought the issue had resolved. So, talked to my family about it. Like, what do y'all think I should do? The only thing they said was wrong with the car was just that the oil cap. They switched that out. Everything seemed to be good now. Should I keep this car? Because Tuesday is fast approaching. I just don't know what to do. They were like, well, hey, if it's fixed, then, you know, there's no need to give the car back. Just go ahead and keep it. And you always have your warranty in case anything happens. I was like, okay, cool. Y'all, yeah, that makes sense. I'll just do that. I'll keep the car and then I'll have the warranty just in case. So, I don't know, y'all, how long it was. No, I do know, because that was October. The first time I had to take that car outside of when I took it to Precision. The first time I took it into Volkswagen was October. So I got the car, was it the beginning of September? Probably the beginning of September I got that car. Yeah, early September I got that car. So I had it for about a month before I noticed all these lights popped on the dash. The brake light, you know, the ABS light. There was a light on it for the signal light, like a signal light warning, like a light out warning. It was a airbag error light. Like every light that can be on the dash except for the check engine light was on. So what I did was I got a little bit nervous. I was like, oh my God, I'm outside of my 7-day window. The only thing I have is this warranty. I guess I got to take it to the shop and see what all these lights are. Volkswagen is one of the partners with Silver Rock. The car was is a Volkswagen vehicle. I was so happy to know that I could take it to the Volkswagen dealership and not worry because I had a warranty. Got it into Volkswagen, y'all, and you would not believe those people called me and told me $3,000 worth of repairs to this car. Now, I only had it for a month. That means I bought this car with all of this stuff wrong with it. $3,000 to repair this car. There was something with the fuel line. The speed sensor in one of the wheels had failed, but it was something with like the fuel line and that oil leak that Precision Tune told me was just from the wrong cap being on there. No, it was like the oil was leaking from something else in the car that had to be repaired. Like, I have the paperwork somewhere in here, but they fixed a lot of stuff in there, y'all. A lot of stuff on that car was fixed the first time after me having it for a month. $3,000 worth of repairs. But I had a warranty. Silver Rock covered most of the repairs. I only paid like $695 was the final cost of that repair. I was happy. Okay, cool, $600. I'll pay it, get my car back. All of the lights were out. The car was riding good. You know, we were doing good. I was like, okay, they resolved everything. I mean, $3,000 worth of repairs. Like, what else can possibly happen? Yeah, so you would think a car has had $3,000 worth of repairs done. You know, hey, shoot, that car is like brand new, right? Wrong. So everything was cool all the way up until March 2024. So March 2024, I'm sitting at Target waiting on my pickup order, and check engine light pops on and it's flashing. and the car starts running a little bit rough, like a little shake to it. And I'm like, oh God, here we go again. Like, I haven't even had this car a good 6 months, so we got all this stuff going on with it. Like, cool. Get home, call Volkswagen, let them know what's going on with it. Well, before I took it there, the kid's there, he has a diagnostic reader, so he hooked the car up to the diagnostic reader and it pulled the code for engine misfire. So we start googling stuff, seeing what engine misfire can be, and it's saying could be spark plugs, coils. So I was like, you know what, let me just get the Volkswagen. Still got the warranty, y'all, so I'm thinking they done paid $3,000 worth of repairs before. Hey, I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's get it on over to Volkswagen. Okay. So I called them, got the appointment, took the car in. They checked out the car, called me back, and said they can't find nothing wrong with it. So you mean to tell me y'all don't see that code? Because we pulled the code on the car. Yeah, we see the code, but we don't see nothing wrong with the car. We checked out everything. Y'all checked out everything. Y'all didn't see nothing wrong. Is giving us a code, engine misfire, check engine light is popping on. Now, at the time I had got it, the Volkswagen check engine light went off. But if you know anything about cars, that code is stored in your car. So they can still pull that code and it will show engine misfire. Something has to be going on, okay? So, no, we don't see nothing going on. And I was like, well, no, that's not acceptable. Y'all, I'm not picking up that car. Y'all need to tell me something. So they go back, check the car out some more, calls me back and says, well, even though we don't see nothing wrong with it, maybe it's your spark plug. So, you know, we suggest you just get your spark plugs changed. Okay, go ahead and change them. Where your warranty does not cover spark plugs, so that's going to be $600. Okay, cool. Go ahead and fix it. Another $600, y'all. So at this point, I'm already $1,200 in the hole in a car that I've only had for like, what, 6 months or so. Yeah, I'm a little bit mad, getting a little bit upset, a little bit pissed that I, you know, purchased this car from Carvana. You know, down on myself real bad, y'all, because I had just purchased my home, y'all, in August. Then I got the car in September. I paid out $600 in repairs in October and again in March. That's a lot. That's a lot for a new homeowner. And if you watch my previous video, you know I said I got into some debt because I had to buy everything brand new for my house. I did not come here with anything. So I had already gotten into debt with that. Now I have all these repairs for this car. So stuff is really adding up. And yeah, it was March, but y'all, I don't get taxes. I might get back like $1,500 in taxes. I don't get taxes like that. You know, so, you know, I got to come up with this money to get this car fixed. So got the car fixed, another $600. We rolling, we did good. We rolled for a long time in that car. No lights coming on, nothing. Everything was cool. So about, let's see, December 2024, this past December, the lights start popping on again. I mean, all the lights. Like from the first time, the airbag air light, ABS brake light, all that stuff start popping on again. I'm like, what's going on? Is it another wheel sensor that's out? You know, because this is what happened last time and that's what they told me. So I was like, okay, that wasn't a big concern to me to get that repaired immediately. But check engine light start coming on and the car starts shaking. Like when I would crank the car up, the car would shake. Y'all, I mean shake bad. That car was shaking, y'all. Shake it like a salt shaker, shake it like a salt shaker, shake it like a salt shaker. Real bad. I mean, I was scared to move the car. But listen, me, I'm a rebel a little bit. I'm a rebel just a little bit. So I got in there the first time and it was shaking like that. And I was kind of scared to move it out of the yard. So of course I called my mom because I'm going to call her every time. And I'm like, oh my God, this car is shaking. Should I move this car? And you know, I was like, I'm just going to Starbucks. I'm going to take a chance. If it breaks down, look, I got full coverage. I got roadside assistance. And we'll just, you know, get it picked up and take it to the shop. I just wanted to see what it was going to do. So I drove the car anyway. So after that first day and it was riding a little good, I was like, you know what? We need to make it through Christmas because, you know, I had to buy my kids Christmas and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm not about to use my Christmas money for this car. We gonna roll on. So I drove it like that, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I drove it like that for about a month with check engine light on and that shaking. It never cut off. So I was like, whatever. It's still riding. I'm rolling. So I took it to the shop last week, which was Thursday, January the 9th. I get the call back on Monday the 13th, and they were telling me that this time, so this time they were telling me the passenger side front wheel speed sensor needed to be replaced. And then they were saying my fuel injections, I got carbon buildup. It's from years of like running the car, idling, letting the car sit and run, and it has all this carbon buildup in it. And the previous owner apparently had taken care of it, because I'm like, I just bought the car, so if it's years of buildup, it been like that before I got it. Again, key word, it's been like that for years. It has taken years for it to get like this. So Carvana didn't see that. They said they do a full inspection of these cars before they resell them. So all of the stuff that I have been repairing is from years of wear and tear. And y'all still sold me a car like that, right? Yeah, because it had to come up at some point, y'all. And honestly, I'm feeling like they get these cars to the point to where the lights won't show up, and they keep the lights off long enough so they can sell them to you and they don't have to make the repairs. But the I actually talked to the mechanic at Volkswagen. They said that the way this carbon is built up in my in the valves and my fuel injectors, it has taken years to get like that. So this is not anything that I did. I was sold this car like that, because I only had it for a year. And they was like, no, this is way longer than a year to get like this. So anyway, they were telling me about that needed to be done. Fuel injectors need to be cleaned and, well, replaced, and all the valves and all that. And then they also need to do like a tune-up on it, and then the wheel speed sensor. All the other $2,900. Who got it? I told them to fix the wheel speed sensor, that was like $469. Silver Rock would not pay for any of these repairs, so I paid to have the wheel speed sensor fixed. All of the other repairs, I told them I was coming to get my car. I said, put the sensor on and I'm coming to pick it up. And they're trying to tell me, well, it has to be done and this is going to happen and that is going to happen. I said, so you going to pay for it? You got the money. So at this point, I don't know what I'm going to do with the car. I do believe I can get a second opinion. I don't think that having everything replaced is necessary based on the research that I have done. I'm not a mechanic, y'all, but I can read real good too. But whatever I can do to get rid of the car, I'm just going to try to do it and talk to some people. So I will keep y'all posted on, you know, how that process goes and what I decide to do. I do have the number for a mobile mechanic that can come here and check out the car. So I am going to look into doing that as well. And I will let you guys know what they say. But I'm leaning towards just trying to get the fuel system cleaned out and get it up to par enough and try to trade the car. That's it. That's all I can do. So y'all, bottom line, I don't trust Carvana. I really feel like they knew this car had all these issues. They just maybe did a little work or maintenance to it to get these lights to go off temporarily, because not long after I had the car, all these lights start popping on. So you cannot tell me that y'all did not know. Y'all knew. Y'all knew. And y'all sold me this lemon. But that's okay, because what goes around comes around. I will get through this. If this has helped anybody, if you have any stories that you want to share in regards to your car buying experience with Carvana or any other dealer, drop it in the comments. We can talk about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all on the next video. Thank y'all so much for getting me to 500 subscribers. Bye, friends.